their own special challenge, Timatanga, the challenge to reach for the sky and to climb the highest peaks.
All of you have been offered the facts today. You know the truth. Look into the eyes of that which you eat. Stop factory farming today and bring an end to this insanity! Stop factory farming! Save the animals!
Thank you, Robert. Our last speaker today is Dr. Cliff Allen, who is Labour candidate for Hamilton East. Please welcome Cliff.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Not that long ago, Animal Action Aotearoa sent a list of 7 questions to our animal welfare spokesperson Trevor Millard. Number 7 was intensive farming. Abolish all forms of intensive and battery farming practices, including sow stalls, farrowing crates and battery cages on or before January 1, 2017. Trevor Millard responded as follows. Labour is likely to go further than these examples, but with a longer time scale for all intensive farming. When we are elected, Labour will move to abolish all forms of intensive and battery farming practices, including sow stalls, farrowing crates and battery cages over time, because there is every reason to do so. That's for 2 reasons. Labour is a party of progressive politics, and it's obvious that animal welfare is a concern for any thinking human being. We're at a point in the development of society where we're now taking into account a great many things that are simply not on the radar 30 to even 20 years ago. The development of environmental movements around the world has seen a move away from a purely instrumental view of the environment and a subsequent reassessment of how humans fit in the world order. We now have a different lens which we view the world through. The second reason is more pragmatic, and it's to do with reputation management. When we go to the supermarket, we look for evidence on the packaging of the food that we buy has been produced in an ethical, humane and safe way. I'm sure there are many people here who don't buy certain brands because they don't approve of the farming practices behind them. And as a country, we need to be able to prove to the world that our food is produced in an ethical, humane and safe way, because if we don't, we run the risk of alienating our customers. So there's an expectation right now in our international markets about food safety and food quality. We have the example of Fonterra botulism scare as a stark reminder of what happens when our international customers get frightened of what comes out of New Zealand. So at the moment, I'm not an elected official, I'm the aspiring candidate for Hamilton East. I'm not able to influence policy. Labour is not in power, so we're not able to easily introduce legislative change. When we get elected, Labour will move to abolish all forms of intensive and battery farming practices, including sow stalls, farrowing crates and battery cages, because there is every reason to do so. So what elements of factory farming are abolished first? I'm not in a position to be able to say, but all I can say is, as a candidate, as an ex-farmer, as an animal lover, that these practices do have to be abolished, and they will be under a Labour government. Thank you very much for your time. I'm a candidate for the Labour Party, standing in Hamilton East, and all I have at the moment is that commitment from the Labour Party that will be abolished over time. I'd love to be able to give you a time frame. As a candidate, I'll be fighting for a very quick time frame. And if I get elected to Parliament, I'll certainly do my best to make sure it's implemented as fast as possible.
Stop factory farming! Save the animals! Save the